Good morning, world. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. Right now the humidity is down, which feels good. It might creep up a little bit later this morning and into the afternoon, but right now the humidity is low and it feels so good. And we're in August, and here we have these beautiful, probably weeds. I'm not sure what they're called, but they have little orange flowers, and the hummingbirds love these flowers, and the hummingbirds and bees are always in this area. So we keep this kind of wild and crazy for them. And it's all through down there. So they have plenty to eat. They take that nectar and really enjoy themselves. So it really works out really good for them, and they're pretty to look at. So I don't go too fast so I get everybody dizzy. But this area is just full of these beautiful little orange flowers. So it feels good to be out here right now and not to be sweating, which is really wonderful. I have a little more temporary fencing I put up for the chickens. I put this is my path area to get to the barn or to the coops, but I blocked this off. So now the chickens can walk around in between my little garden beds and flower beds. And I'm going to be moving that coop a little closer to this orange wire here, or orange fence, so that the tree man could come and do his work. And they have a place to lay down some whatever limbs he's going to be trimming off this big tree right there. And he'll be trimming over the barn too. The other big, where's my barn? My barn's over there. Yeah, the big tree over the barn too. So the weather right now is beautiful. I think my actual garden is, not doing well as far as the summer goes, because we have so much rain, such high humidity. Things just aren't in the garden taking off. I don't even have one tomato yet. Just flowers are starting to bloom, not even one tomato. I'm getting lettuce and cucumbers and summer squash, which is nice. But the other things aren't coming in yet. Carrots seem to be doing okay. Beets, not so good. I'm going to let the beets stay in there. Maybe as the days get cooler, maybe they'll do better late August and September. We'll see how that goes. Maybe just check the beets, before the frost. But anyways, this is doing kind of good. This was all the big trees we took down a year ago, last fall. And this is just mostly all wild flowers or wild greens in here. I can see one or two little plants that might be trees. I'll cut those down. I don't mind these wild flowers. I just don't want any more trees here. And I haven't seen the pink roses yet, so I don't know what those are. There are other type of asters growing in here and things of that sort. Oh, little shamrocks. I call those shamrocks. They're cute. And the other ones I call, 3 and 4 leaf clover. And we have asters growing in here. These are the asters in here. I have white ones and pink ones. Like a wildflower. Probably considered a weed. I'm not sure what that's going to look like when it opens up. These are tall ones. I have a lot of these right here. We'll see what they look like when they actually open up. But I haven't seen my pink. I have not seen my pink roses yet that we saw last year. So we'll see. Now a lot of those rose bushes were cut back, way back, because I went in there and trimmed everything right down. So maybe they have to get bigger and grow. Maybe next year they'll blossom up. He's enjoying his motorcycle ride. This is a thorn bush. This would probably be roses, but again, this was probably much taller last year, and then I cut it back when we walk through here. So I have a lot of that, which just might take another year or two to bring the flowers out. This is another rose bush here. Another one over there. So I have a lot of rose bushes, and there's a lot of rose bushes in here. Got some Queen Anne lace. This is kind of pretty. There's two types. So I have one that's a Queen Anne lace and one that looks like it, but it's not. I'm not sure which one. This one has a little dot in the middle, and the other one doesn't, so that's cool. So we'll see how all that goes. I'm just going to make sure I don't get any more trees growing in here. I don't mind the crazy wildness of it all. It's kind of pretty to look at. And whatever this gives to bees and hummingbirds or other animals, whatever it gives to it, that's fine. It's nice to give something back to the wild, right? And my lilies are all gone pretty much. And I'm getting some good, the black-eyed Susans are doing well. They're doing pretty good. So some of the flowers are still hanging in there. The others are on their way to sleep. These look nice. Some of them are already turning darker colors. They're going to sleep. Looks like my strawberries might be doing something again. I thought I saw the other day, yeah, I saw a little flower here on my strawberries. Little flower down there, so probably another flower, a couple more flowers over here. So they'll probably produce a little bit more strawberries. The leaves look pretty good. I want to next year try to move them out and put them into a different area. Strawberries only last a few years, and you have to really go back and get, go back and get new strawberry plants. These are all pretty much gone now by the gas tank. And as Tam said, the roses are pretty smart. They come out, in the early summer, and then they lay dormant. Let me get this little buggy out of there. You get out of there, buggy. I will have to get you later. Get out of there, you little bugaboo. And then when it's really, really hot, they don't bloom, but then when it cools off, it's blooming again. So you're right, Tam. Here they are. It's cooling down again, and now they're blooming. These are pretty orange ones, which are blooming. They'll be very pretty when they all open up. Orange one down there. And some yellows are already starting to open up. Got a lot of yellows coming in. And I can see some bright reds going to come through here. And the other ones are pink, and they're coming through also. Pink ones over here. So they're doing good. So they're going to have a second flower bloom. I think it's possible by last year maybe when it wasn't quite as wet. I thought I had more than just 2 blooms. We'll see. Last year I had at least 3 blooms last year. Carrots are doing good. They're up there. Beets, not so good. We'll see what happens later on to them. So this wire here, the orange is just where the chickens can go now. They can go in between here. And I can't get at my garden, but they can walk in between. So cucumbers, yeah, they're doing good. I'm getting cucumbers, I'm getting squash and lettuce. But look at the tomato plants, getting tall, but they're just starting to make, you can see that in there. Well, hold on, over here. Just starting to get some flowers on the tomato plants here. Maybe a flower over here in the tomato plants. So they're just starting. So we're in probably almost mid-August, so maybe another month, maybe it's possible, have some tomato plants. This is a big squash plant I have out here, and this is the one that's been giving me. This is the 3rd squash. Down there's another squash. Hello, bee. Good morning to you. Good morning, Mr. Bee. I can hear you. There's a little squash down there. Oh, I can hear you. There's another little tiny squash right down there. So this produced 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 squashes in this one plant. And the other squashes over there are slower. So, just to me, it just seemed like a very, very slow. Good morning, girls. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming, girls. Hang in there. We want to get out. We want to be in your video. Just very slow. Everything's very slow, I think, for my garden this year. And, yeah, we'll see how it all goes. Pumpkins watermelon's doing good. But we'll see. I don't know if they form anything. They are forming little tiny, tiny ones, but how long will it take that to grow? Not sure. But everything here looks good. The grass is still, of course, the grass is doing very good. With all the rain we've had, it's going to do absolutely wonderful. Grass is growing down here, which we didn't have before. And the grass is down here. It's starting to grow on the banking, too. Going up the banking, which is nice. Greenery and different greens and grass growing. Oh, I see a limb right here. Let's pull this down. Take this right here. Just kind of drop this down. So just more greenery we had here than we did before, which is nice. Can't really tell by the camera, but got some ferns, but I do have some grass there, which we didn't have. Hard to see when the sun's hitting, but it is growing up on the bankings, which is nice. It's always shady here. The sun doesn't really hit here. I'll put this right here. I see some other limbs that fell down. I'll put that stick with those, pick those up later. So I guess that looks pretty good. And this is always kind of wild and crazy. So I leave a lot of areas just wild and crazy for the animals to enjoy, and the insects and the birds. I did have an opportunity to cut this grass down over here the other day. Hard to cut this down because there's a lot of rocks there. So there's some areas that I can mow pretty well, and others I got to go around it. So it's got some high spots where the rocks are. And but other than that, we're doing good. Doing good. The weather is feeling good right now. And so off to another day of adventure to see how everything's going to turn out. But so far it's cool. It's a good time to get out there and work and get things done. So I hope everyone's going to have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Hope you have a good day and things go well for you. And God bless you with good health and peace. And motorcycles are really riding today. People are saying, you know what, we've had such a wet spring and wet summer. We are going to get out and enjoy whatever weather we find ourselves in. That's good. We're going to get out there and enjoy it. So you guys enjoy your day, and I'll catch up with you a little bit later. Okay, thanks for following me along. God bless.